thought I was videoing this whole time. Hey guys, it's Chelsea. Welcome to my porch. It is officially summer here in the United States, and one of my favorite notes in perfume is coconut, and it is the coconut season. I have several here that I'm excited to wear during these hot summer months, and a few of them you can wear year-round, but most of them I show some love during the summer. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna start with the coconut fragrances that I kind of have labeled as bright and cheerful and happy. I mean, I think all of these make me happy, but I think that these first ones that I'm starting off with are a little bit more fruity. They have fruits in there. They have some bright citruses, and so let's start with the bright, fruity coconuts. The first two I'm gonna mention are ones that I have gone through a few samples of, and I think they are definitely full bottle worthy. And you've heard me talk about this one, Danza, Delle, Libellule. Let's just call it Danza by Nobile 1942. It's just makes me so happy. It is this beautiful, bright, crisp red apple with some coconut. Yeah, this one, it is gourmand, but fluffy gourmand, like shampoo-y gourmand almost. It is that bright, crisp red apple, and it has this like whipped, fluffy coconut to it. My favorite bedtime snack is red apples with caramel. And when you first spray this, it smells just like when I'm slicing the red apple and I have that caramel on the plate already ready to go. And you get that caramel, you get that red apple, then you get this like whipped, fluffy coconut. It's almost like it's like a coconut whipped cream. It's not a dense, heavy coconut milk or like the flesh of a coconut. It's like this. It's like you have these red apples and then you have this caramel on the side that you're gonna dip the apple slices into, and then you've taken this like really light, airy coconut whipped cream and you have put that on top. And so that's kind of the texture I get from it too. It's like it is kind of like shampoo-y. It's fresh but soft and super feminine. And if you are an apple lover, for sure try this one out. And if you're a coconut lover, I think that you should give this one a shot. Some people don't get the coconut, but I do. I get the coconut pretty heavily, and then a really, really pretty musk in the base. So this one is on my next, it's on my short list for bottles to buy. This is the next bottle that I want in my collection, 100%. This next one is another full bottle worthy perfume. It's Leisure in Paradise by Simone Andreoli, or Simone Andreoli. And it is this juicy coconut tropical fragrance. This one is coconut, vanilla, papaya, pineapple, and woody notes. And I get all of that. I get this really smooth coconut. You get the coconut throughout, I do at least, and then I get those woody notes in the dry down. But in the beginning, you get that really fruity, fresh papaya and pineapple. I've learned that I'm not a super fan of pineapple in fragrances. I thought I would love Elie Saab Girl of Now Shine. Did not like the pineapple in that perfume. I really like it in this one. And it's that coconut coming through that makes me love the fragrance. And so full bottle worthy. Cannot wait to have this one. I have a layering combo that I discovered with this one that is delicious. It's just, if you want to smell like a tropical drink. Actually, here, I have it right now. I was gonna save the layering for the end, but I'll just go ahead and mention Victoria's Secret Island Rush. These two together, you will smell like the fruitiest, most delicious summer cocktail. I love it. Actually, you know, my 4-year-old consistently compliments me on Leisure in Paradise. He loves this perfume. And then when I layer it with Island Rush, especially with the lotion, I get a full day's wear out of it, and the two together just go perfectly. This next one smells like a luxury resort in Hawaii, and it's Aerin's Hibiscus Palm. All of these I have either sampled, gone through many samples, can't wait to add a bottle. I have a travel spray that I've enjoyed. I'm maybe on my second travel spray, and just am kind of like buying my time on adding the full bottle to my collection, or I have a full bottle. So all of these I have really gotten to know, have grown to love, and these are, just remember, these are my favorite coconut perfumes. I'm sure other people have their own lists, and we really don't even need another coconut fragrance video on YouTube, but nobody knows my favorite coconut perfumes, so let's add that. Aerin Hibiscus Palm, bright, happy luxe, smells like, really, it kind of smells like a lobby of this really luxe Hawaiian or tropical resort. You know, you walk in and the lobby's kind of like open to paradise. You know, they almost like, they only have a few walls and everything else is open. There's like tropical birds in their little garden area. And there's just like this beautiful aroma, this greenness, this garden smell. This one has so many of my favorite notes. It has ylang, which can be hit or miss for some people, but I love ylang personally. And it has hibiscus, palm leaf that gives it that greenness, lotus gives it this fresh aquaticness, ginger, frangipani, white flowers, coconut milk, vanilla, and musk. And the coconut I don't really get right at the top, but in the dry down I for sure get the coconut. And the thing about this one is it projects more and gets stronger through the wear time. So I don't know, Kilian fragrances do that for me too. It's like, I'll spray it, it seems light, and then a few hours later it's stronger, and then a few hours later it's stronger. And so much so to the point where if I overspray it, I'll, several hours into the wear time, kind of suffocate myself. But I have to remind myself, don't overspray, because they kind of just like get stronger and stronger throughout the wear. But this one, yeah, it just is bright and luxe and happy, and so I'm including it here on the front of my list on these fruity ones. This one doesn't have any fruits, but the lotus and the ginger, I think, give it this little kind of fresh kick to it that can almost come across as fruity to me. The Aerin bottles also are so pretty. I really want a full bottle of this one just to display, even though I'm not super great about displaying my perfumes, because I had a few go bad in, you know, the history of wearing my fragrances. And so now I try to keep them actually in their box, in a drawer, in a closet, with even like a blanket over the shelves so that they can last forever. That's also why I don't usually buy full bottles unless they're super discounted, because I cannot stand the thought of them going bad before I've worn all of the fragrance that's in the bottle that I have. I had to run and get my other one because I had forgotten it in my room, but this one was one that I had tested in store a few times, but I think I was always there on busy days and people were spraying and there was all kinds of other perfumes in the air, so I could never fully appreciate this one. I would just kind of spray it, forget about it, walk away. A couple months ago, I was in Sephora, nobody was there, and I sprayed this one and was like, I've been sleeping on this perfume. People have talked about it for a long time, but I just had never really given it a chance. And this one is 7 Virtues Coconut Sun. This one, I get so much, it says citruses at the top, but I get so much lemon. Maybe some sort of like mandarin or something like that. But let's see, it says it is coconut water, citruses, frangipani, sea salt, Egyptian jasmine, rose, and vanilla. Yeah, this is another one. Layering these two together, Victoria's Secret Island Rush, 7 Virtues Coconut Sun, you will smell like the most delicious tropical drink. This one is more of like one of those lighter tropical cocktails that like is not very dense. If you layer this with the Leisure in Paradise, Simone Andreoli. This one's more of like a creamy pina colada. So this one's one of the more like watered down, not watered down, but you know what I mean. It's not like dense, thick, creamy. It's coconut water. It's not like thick coconut or a coconut milk. And so the coconut water, I think, makes it have like more of this mineral aspect to it too. So it's kind of, you know, seawater breezy, that smell that you get off of the ocean. There's a little touch of that in here. That also could be the sea salt note, but coconut water too is like an electrolyte, right? Like I drink coconut water all summer long. We're at the pool and stuff to get some electrolytes in. It has a little bit of a saltiness to it. And this one has that, but not overwhelming at all. And my favorite part about this one is the citruses, or whatever citruses are in it, with that fresh coconut water. And I love frangipani, right? You do get that floral tropical element, but mostly I get the coconut water and the citruses and a vanilla in the deep dry down. This one doesn't last super long for me, which is why I like to layer it with other things. Actually, it would layer good with Leisure in Paradise. I haven't done that. I wonder if my 4-year-old would still give me compliments if I did that. This is a great one. This has been my favorite going to the pool with swim practice. My kids are on swim team. This has been my favorite one to spray when we're going to swim practice in the mornings. And then when we go back to the pool later in the afternoon. Okay, this next one that I think falls into the bright, happy coconut category is Belle Soleil Cristal by Lancome. This was my favorite one last summer. Every time I went to Ulta, I would spray on myself. And I would try to time it to where I would do my Ulta trip before I was going somewhere. This one went on discount on Lancome's website recently, and I grabbed it. So I got a really good deal on this bottle, and I think it's a beautiful bottle. It's this like really happy iridescent, it has like a tropical sunny look to it. And this one is fruity too. It is mandarin orange, pink pepper, bergamot. I get those fruits in the beginning, and I really enjoy that. Actually, this is one that I think you can wear year round. I haven't had this bottle all year. I got it recently, and so I never thought to like try this in the winter or the fall or anything when I would go into Ulta. But I think that this one I'm gonna enjoy wearing in the colder months too, because it's a deeper coconut fragrance, but has the fruits too to uplift it. And it has an iris note, which just gives it this deep femininity to it. And then it has coconut, vanilla, and patchouli in the base. I mentioned before, I'm not a fan of patchouli. Actually, I'm not a fan of the original Belle because I like it on others. My sister wears it, she rocks it, I love it on her. But I don't like it on me because the patchouli kind of is too intense for me. It's kind of suffocating for me. But it's just enough in this one to make it extremely long lasting. This one, I mean, it's one of those where it's not gonna come off your clothes until you wash them. It projects really well. You don't wanna overspray it because it can get a little too heavy. It's another, it gets heavier in the dry down. I mean, most fragrances do, but this one really, like, it keeps projecting it, and people can definitely smell you. So you don't want to think, oh, it has those bright citruses at the top, I'm gonna overspray. I think then it would be too heavy. This one is like grown woman coconut. The other ones, I think anyone can wear. I mean, anyone can wear this one too. What does Sheree say? Sheree Lewis with Sheree Lifestyle, is that her channel? Man, woman, boy, child, human, whoever, anybody can wear fragrance. But this one, I feel like it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel more grown when I wear this one. It's a more grown woman coconut. I don't know if it's that patchouli and the iris in it that give it that sort of vibe. I'm so glad to finally have a full bottle of it. So I don't have to keep running down Ulta's tester bottle when I go in. Okay, now we're gonna move on to coconuts that I think are warm and solar. And I think of the color bronze when I think of these fragrances. And when I wear them, I kind of want to be bronze. I want to wear my gold jewelry. I want to wear my brown, bodysuit and just feel like bronze goddess. Actually, I do not have Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess on this list. I really feel like I'm cheating on that perfume because I have worn through a bottle of that fragrance every year for the last several years. But it's just kind of, I spray it to refresh myself, but it's really not my favorite coconut perfume. It's almost like a body spray that I keep around. So I guess I should give it like a shout out. I'll give Bronze Goddess a shout out. But speaking of goddess fragrances, I have to mention both of these. Mugler's Alien Goddess and Alien Goddess Intense. I like both of these equally. I really think they are so similar. The only difference is this one is deeper and more sensual. This one is more like you're hanging out on the beach, it's daytime, or you're going to like a little beach tiki hut, for an early dinner. This one's more like you've gone inside from being on the beach all day, you've showered, you've done your hair, you've got your highlighter on your cheeks, you've put on your jewelry, like you're going out. So I think you can layer these for sure. So I think that both of these, it's hard for me to choose a favorite because they serve a little bit of a different purpose for me, but they smell so similar to me too. Actually, Alien Goddess Intense is the first one I tried. Bought a bottle on the spot because I loved it so much, and it instantly reminded me of a fragrance that's been discontinued now. It's called Sun di Gioia. It was a flanker of the women's Acqua di Gioia line, Armani's. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was the Sun flanker. They don't have it anymore. They like redid the bottles and then came out with new flankers like Ocean and Terra and stuff, but this one instantly reminded me of Sun, and it's just this really warm solar fragrance. And I looked it up and they are done by the same perfumer, so totally makes sense to me. I loved my Sun di Gioia flanker, went through a bottle of that and then kind of moved on. This one took me back, and I love whenever you smell a perfume and you're like, this reminds me so much of another fragrance. They're not the same, but they could be related. They're like cousins. And then you look it up and you find out that it's the same perfumer. I think that's really cool. And have you ever noticed that like sometimes there are certain perfumers where their creations do not vibe with your skin chemistry? Like you might love smelling them on others, but you try them on you and you're like, I'm gonna have to throw away my clothes now because it's legit stinks. It smells horrible on me. Or there are some perfumers where you try their stuff and you're like, man, this like is really singing on my skin. It's really vibing with my chemistry. I have found that with Marie Salamain, and she is the perfumer for both of these. Marie Salamain has created so many fragrances that just go with my skin chemistry. So she is definitely one of my favorite perfumers. Really the difference in these two is the Intense has a coconut listed in the top. The original Goddess has a coconut water. So I do get that. This one does smell a little bit more mineral to me. This one has benzoin in the base also. And so that's more of a deeper resinous. I think that's what makes it a little bit more solar. This one seems more warm and solar. This one is a little bit more mineral and coconut water. Just try them both out and see which one you prefer, but really I couldn't choose between the two, and I like wearing both on the same day too. Speaking of solar coconuts, Nest Sunkissed Hibiscus is one of my favorite salty ocean breeze solar coconut perfumes. And I think that the name, it's weird because hibiscus is not a note. A hibiscus is a note in Aerin Hibiscus Palm. Hibiscus and palm are notes in that fragrance, but hibiscus is not a note in Sunkissed Hibiscus, but it does smell like sun-kissed florals. So this one is a little bit more floral. It has the frangipani, it has the coconut, but it also has tuberose, gardenia, and orange blossom. So it has those floral notes to it that are kind of stronger, a little bit more heady. It does smell like they are, is my hand orange? I put like bronzing lotion to like kind of just make my tan look elevated, and I think it turned my hands orange. Anyway, I can't remember what's in the base of this one. I'll put it on the screen in one of these corners, but it has this solar effect. It feels like the sun is warming all of these fragrance notes. It's warming the coconut, so you're getting that. But it is not a strong perfume, so you don't need to worry about this one being super heady. Jimmy Choo's Rose Passion, my husband does not like. And I think it's because it is kind of a heady floral. He also does not, but I really like Jimmy Choo Rose Passion, so it's not on my list because my husband, I mean, he doesn't typically say, I don't like that perfume. Like, he lets me enjoy what I enjoy, you know? But he straight out, like, he came right out and said, I do not like what you're wearing. And the same for Dolce & Gabbana's Garden. Same reaction. He did not like those perfumes. And I think it's because they're more heady and they're more of a dense coconut. So those two together can just be a little overwhelming. This one has the headier florals, but it just, like I said, it just kind of smells like they're being warmed by the sun. They're not indolic at all or anything. It has like a sunscreen facet to it, and it's lighter. So if you like the more floral coconut perfumes, I think that you would like this one. Give those other ones a shot too. Give them at least a sniff. But see what you think about this one. Oh, this was another one where I had picked it up in Sephora several times. I think it was on like busy days, so I would just kind of spray it, couldn't really smell it, and I would forget about it. So I was in Sephora one day with my nieces. I took them to try out all the Sol de Janeiro body mists, and it's a big thing for middle schoolers right now. While they were spraying the Sol de Janeiro body mists, I revisited this one and I was like, whoa, I've been sleeping on this one. I love this perfume. And so this is an easy reach for me. Coconut, it's kind of like Coconut Sun for me in that I can pick it up without thinking. I'm just like kind of always in the mood for it, and I know it's going to be lighter wearing, so I'm not going to overwhelm anyone around me. So really enjoy Nest Sunkissed Hibiscus. One that I think nobody talks about and nobody really gives a chance, and I would have never picked it up either. I'm being honest, I would have never picked it up, but my daughter and I were looking around for the little discovery sets because she likes to go through those with me, and we came across Cliniques, and we were going through them here on the porch, and I sprayed Lily, is it, oh no, the name's not on the bottle. It's Lily of the Beach or Lily at the Beach, and I love this perfume. It kind of has an element to it similar to Sunkissed Hibiscus, but it has that lily note, and so it has that sunscreen aspect to it. You're getting some saltiness, but you have that lily. It really is like lilies are growing at the beach. To me, it's a creamier coconut. Frangipani, coconut, lily, tiare flower. I love tiare flower. Sandalwood, vanilla, ylang ylang, amber, and bergamot. It doesn't even have them broken down into top, middle, base. I mostly get the lily, the coconut, some vanilla for sure. I think that makes it more of a creamy coconut. And I get some ylang ylang. Actually, it does have, that's gonna bring me into my next one, but it does kind of have it has that banana-y ylang ylang facet, but you're not smelling bananas. Like, I don't think anybody would ever smell this and think I smell bananas, but now that I've mentioned it, maybe you will. But it goes really well with the lily and the coconut and the vanilla, and I get pretty decent longevity out of this. Actually, my daughter likes to spray this one on her clothes now that we're in the summer. She's 7, but she loves fragrance. I only let her spray her clothes, but I can smell this on her for several hours after she's sprayed it. And so this one has surprising longevity. I don't know about the other ones in the Clinique Discovery set. The My Happy set is what it's called. Those don't seem to last super long. This one I think has the best projection and the longest wear time out of it. But don't sleep on this one. This one I feel like is a kind of a hidden gem, and that's Clinique Lily of the Beach. And the last one, everybody talks about this one. Actually, most people talk about all of these, but this is my favorite coconut list, so I've got to include it because it's a favorite, and that's M. Micallef's Ylang in Gold. And I've gone through several samples of this. I have recently spotted a good deal on this one on Fragrance Net. I really want the full bottle, but La Danza is gonna come first. That one is more favorite. That one's more favorite. This one smells like Ylang in Gold, and it is the creamiest gourmand coconut base with this Ylang. And this Ylang definitely does kind of have a banana facet to it. If you hate bananas, don't be scared by that. It just has this tropical, creamy, floral, I don't know how truly to describe it. You just have to get your nose on it. And it has coconut, musk, and oak moss in the bottom, or in the base. And so there is like a woodiness in the base of this fragrance. Actually, when I first sprayed it, I was immediately reminded of Dama Bianca by Serjoff, but this one I enjoy more. Dama Bianca kind of has like a dustiness to it that I don't super love. This one is like the tropical version of Dama Bianca, and I enjoy this one more. I like the musk in this one better, and it has coconut in it, which just puts it over the top for me because you really get that creamy coconut with the ylang and that woody base. There's a ton of notes in it. I'm not going to read them all off to you, but there's a peach and tangerine in the top. I sort of get those fruity notes, but I mostly get the ylang. I get a little bit of magnolia and sandalwood, and then I get the coconut and the musk and the woods in the base. So yeah, that's it guys for my list of fragrances with one of my favorite notes, coconut. But I do have a couple more to mention because I think that they are excellent for layering with a coconut lotion or another coconut fragrance. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Giardini di Toscana's Bianco Latte. That one is so delicious and so yummy with the vanilla and the caramel. If you layer it over like Native's coconut lotion or just like a basic coconut, I brought this one out. I had the coconut spray by Bath and Body Works, just says coconut. Just like a straight coconut. It's just a really pretty coconut. Doesn't have any of those other aspects to it. It kind of smells like the White Rain coconut or Suave coconut shampoo that, I don't know, maybe you would get when you were a teenager when you would go on vacation for $3. It kind of smells like that, just like a creamy coconut. So layering something like this or a basic coconut lotion with Giardini di Toscana's Bianco Latte, it kind of gives a gioiosa. I cannot do the G-I-O-I combo. I don't know how to say that, but it kind of gives the joy. I'll put the perfume in the corner so you know what I'm talking about. It gives that effect because that one does smell so much like Bianco Latte. It has a strong coconut note in it. I didn't put it on my list because it's so expensive, and I feel like you could get that same effect with something like this layered with Bianco Latte, and it's significantly less expensive. So layering, oh, and also this body spray is great for layering on any of these. It's just a classic coconut. I've already mentioned the Island Rush. It smells like a creamy pina colada. It has the pineapple. It has, oh, actually, what does it say? Coconut cream melds with Tahitian gardenia and woods, chasing sunbeams. That's what it smells like. I mean, it smells like a pina colada. It's delicious. I mean, it's delicious. You need to pick this one up. Island Rush by Victoria's Secret if you enjoy coconut. Another one I have to mention for layering over coconut or layering with the more solar, warm coconut fragrances is Burberry Goddess. This one is not my favorite on its own because I love Mon Guerlain so much and I love Bianco Latte. I would love to have a full bottle of that. I just prefer those two over Burberry Goddess as far as like a vanilla or a vanilla lavender combo. But this one, layered over the OGX coconut lotion, is amazing. I forgot to bring that out here, but also layered with Alien Goddess or Alien Goddess Intense is so good. It is so good. Actually, I was in the store one day and I was wearing one of the Alien Goddesses and I sprayed the tester over the fragrance I was wearing for the day. And I stepped outside into the warm air, the warm summer air. I was like, I immediately went back into the store and bought a travel size because I was like, I'm gonna need this for layering this summer for sure. It was really good. Give that layering combo a try. Let's see, what's another one? Well, definitely the Alien Goddesses and the OGX brand coconut lotion. I've used this over. That's really good. Let's see. Surely there's another one in here. If you have, and just like the coconut body spray, I've done that too and have really liked that. If you have any layering combos that you'd like to share with us, then just post it down in the comments. I think it's fun to see how other people like combine their fragrances. I know there are also people out there who are like, I don't want to mess up the fragrance I'm wearing, so I'm not going to layer it. And I used to be like that. But it's fun. It's fun to layer perfumes. I've gotten a little bit more into that. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my porch and, you know, just having a chat with me. And I just get so tickled thinking about, I don't know, being on YouTube and hanging out with you guys. It's just so fun for me. And I think it's just a neat little community that we have here. And, yeah, I don't think I'll ever get over how fun it is for me to be doing this. And it's just for fun, you know. Actually, I had someone comment a couple weeks ago, you say too much and you need to get right to the point. Well, it's like, I'm not reviewing perfumes. I'm just a normal person hanging out with you guys, just talking about what I like, and I want to know what you like. You know, I watch everybody else's videos on things like this, and I watch them because I enjoy them. And so I was like, I just like entering the conversation a little bit too. So anyway, this isn't serious. This is just for fun. And yeah, let me know, what are your favorite coconut perfumes? There were so many I could have mentioned. And what are your favorite layering combos? Or if you hate coconut. Oh, my mom, I was at the mall a few months ago and I had just bought the Soleil Cristal, and I told Mom, I was like, Mama, I just got this perfume. I really love it. It's like the coconut flanker to Belle. And she was like, coconut? Why would you want your perfume to smell like coconut? And I was like, you know, everybody's different. Maybe you hate smelling like coconut like my mom does. She would never. She was like disgusted that I love to smell like coconut, but maybe you're one of those people. So if you hate coconut, I still think you should try La Danza by Nobile 1942. Give that one a try if you hate coconut. I think that one could be a winner for you. But if you hate coconut, what's your favorite note in summer fragrance? Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.